The ball on the tee. We're set for football. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Tannehill to throw on the first play. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Tannehill now to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. The Chiefs at 2-11 now on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready.
Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Here's Tannehill. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 42. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
11 more on that one and another first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Tannehill on first down. St. Brown making the catch on the out route. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it...
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. He gets this to Davante Adams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
You talk about this Chiefs defense. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Now a first down throw complete downfield. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Well, they run with Jacobs on first down, and he'll take this forward for about 5. Well, these two teams met in Vegas earlier in the season with the Raiders winning that ball game. So if they can win again here in KC, they would pull off the season sweep. 2nd and 5. And they'll try to run the option here. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. That may be a sneak peek on this opening drive of what this young rookie can showcase, his legs.
And normally, as you start a game, you're just thinking, can he get the snap? Can he hand off? Can he just execute? Instead, he doesn't waste any time unwrapping another dimension to his game, showing off those wheels and picking up some nice yardage.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Now a toss to the left for Jacobs. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. And the first play will be a field goal try. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Carlson is good. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Here is 3rd and 5. Again, Tannehill sliding out of the pocket. He's got his target. That's complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
And that's a tough one for the defense because the coverage was good downfield. He was forced to work his way out of the pocket to his right, spotted his man on the sideline, and got it to him to pick up the first down on 3rd down.
He'll buy some time right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
A run by Pacheco on 2nd down. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Steps away. This one complete. It's Rashee Rice. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Tannehill. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
2nd and 10, Tannehill once more. Caught, Kelsey, left side. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They get 5, and it will go ahead and move the chains. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they run.
And it'll be intercepted. Jacorian Bennett has it. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. On the return, it's Tony. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency? Well, the ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I can hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And they'll set up the screen to Pacheco. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A huge play there on the screen pass. 57 yards.
Oh, man, disappointment that he couldn't finish that off in the end zone. What an effort there. Doing all he can to get to the pylon, and he's going to wind up out of bounds just short. But a huge play.
And this is going to be intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the 1st half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. They'll set up to throw. That's to the sideline and incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
And some room to work. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. And now they're in the hurry-up. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Crossing route catch made by Johnson. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
He hits Adams complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll look to throw here. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Touchdown Raiders! Davante Adams. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Tannehill. Open man right side is St. Brown. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. From the 50, it's Tannehill. He'll let this go deep for St. Brown. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jacorian Bennett has it. And the Raiders are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. 10-0 is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but, boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
And that could have been the lifeline they needed. This is a play that could have been made. Instead, it's just going to fall incomplete.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. He'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. The defense rising to the challenge and setting them back on the sack.
Safety blitz, such a fun play call to witness when it works. And the deep man can get home for a sack. Great timing by him. Interception earlier in this contest. Now a sack. He's definitely campaigning for Player of the Week honors, isn't he, partner?
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that fourth down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Jacobs from the gun. Oh, he's got a little daylight. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
It's caught here by Adams. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down. So a decent gain there, but not their 4th consecutive first down like they had on the first 3 plays.
You sound almost disappointed there. You want to fire the offensive coordinator on that one or what?
They'd gotten into a rhythm. I thought they were just going to keep going.
Well, almost a win for the defense, but if that's your win, you're not doing very well right now.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 68 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
That'll be caught. It's the tight end Howard. Touchdown. O.J. Howard. 29 yards. And the Raiders are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
We're back now in KC, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And my goodness, another interception. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
On second down, Jacobs. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch. Kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. This one winding toward a conclusion, and how would you assess how the secondary is played?
Well, we just saw them take another shot downfield that was incomplete, correct?
Correct.
So my assessment is that if anyone's played really well in this game, it's been the secondary. That was the latest example.
Yeah, they've been solid. Really, the whole defense has been solid, still pitching a shutout.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. A big play there for KC. 48 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. That to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Carlson on for the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Raiders 31, Chiefs nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. And quickly, they get to the line.
That's good for a Kansas
Throwing on
City.
1st down, Simmons. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
2nd and 10. To throw again, Simmons. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Finding room at midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Back to throw again. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 29-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll look to throw again. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Come on. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field long.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Carlson now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Simmons. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Trey Flowers picks it. And the Raiders are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. A little jet sweep to start the drive.
Devontae Adams, the ball carrier. He's brought down at the 42-yard line. 10 yards.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Counter play with Jacobs. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
3rd and 4.
79 Broncos.
They're going to look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Carlson on for the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Raiders 45. Chiefs nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the fourth quarter. And a big deficit, Charles, but they move. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Ready.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Got a man, it's Mayer. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Ready? Ready, ready.
It gets it right back to Mayer. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line. Ready up.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it? And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. But Charles, they're still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, there are a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves. You're exactly right. Pad the stats when you get an opportunity. It'll certainly help you come contract time.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, I think it's pretty evident that any blowout isn't going to be big enough for them. They're already up 7 full touchdowns, and it's still not stopping them from throwing it deep downfield, taking their shots, trying to add more points.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Well, let's face it, not a lot left for them to prove in this game, but they're still throwing the football. I guess, of course, CD, you could always get the backup some work. There's new plays to try out. But some people, let's face it, they just want to run the score up. It's fun.
I love the way that you expressed that because you gave plenty of reasons why people like to do things. But ultimately, they just like to keep their foot on the gas, and they just want to tromp on teams. And what I like to see is, if you like to do that, how do you handle it when it comes back against you? On those days where someone can run it up on you, do you handle it the way that you expect your opponent to? If so, keep doing your thing.
31 yards on the punt there. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
To throw on third down, Simmons. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. For the winning team here, Charles, that's about as big and clean of a win as you could hope for in the National Football League. No turnovers, while you meanwhile